My plan is not, at least for now, not show my butt or my stuff there.
Paulo Costa has officially joined OnlyFans, and he's coming to take everything other content creators are working for. Costa announced his move on Twitter, clarifying that he won't be sharing his nudes, at least for now. Instead, Costa plans to give fans a glimpse into his life as a fighter, including his training regimen, fight preparations, backstage moments, and maybe the recipe for his secret juice if we're lucky.
What's up, guys? I'm Paulo Costa, the UFC middleweight most exciting fight, most popular, the biggest fight ever. And I'm here to announce you guys, very excited to announce you. Now I'm part of OnlyFans. So if you want to see and knows my secrets, everything that I cannot reveal for everyone, everything behind the scenes, subscribe on OnlyFans and be part. Let's f***ing go!
Adult star Kendra Lust seems pretty excited about it. She isn't the only one, though. Costa's announcement drew a massive response from his fans, so he was left with no choice but to ask their opinion on what they'd like to watch on his OnlyFans. 54% of fans voted that they wanted to know the secrets of Costa's secret juice. 34% wanted his nudes. Costa also announced the launching of his official online merchandise store during a recent appearance on the MMA Hour, where he promoted his top product, the Gourmet Chen Chen t-shirt, aimed as a dig at Khamzat Chimaev. Gourmet Chen Chen roughly translates to a fake Chechen. Costa also gave fans a glimpse into what it would be like if Khamzat Chimaev was cast as Barbie instead of Margot Robbie. Quote, "Barbie has so many versions through the years. I like those Chen Chen Barbie versions. I'm gonna bring those for my dear niece, October 21. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a man of his word, and he kept his promise by surprising UFC fighter Themba Gorimbo. But before we take a look at this wholesome moment, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you. Remember when The Rock offered a helping hand to UFC fighter Themba Gorimbo after the Zimbabwean revealed that he only had $7 in his bank account prior to his most recent UFC outing? For those who don't know, this is what The Rock said while responding to Gorimbo's viral $7 video. Quote, "This is crazy to see and brings back many emotions and memories. $7.50 in this fighter's bank account. I once had $7 too. I've been there on that grind. I got your back, brother. I'll help. You got this. I'll be in touch, Themba. Hashtag hardest workers in the room." The Rock wasn't lying when he said he'll be in touch.
Man, good to see you. Good to finally meet you.
Themba was brought to tears because he probably wasn't expecting The Rock to fly to Miami and meet him, since celebrities make a lot of promises online but hardly follow through. The fact that the WWE legend took time out of his exceptionally busy schedule to ensure this meeting occurred is truly heartwarming. No wonder why The Rock is the people's champion. Daniella Hemsley's boyfriend is backing his girl to the hilt. Hemsley raised many eyebrows after flashing her breasts following her first victory at a KingPyn boxing event earlier this month. One of her biggest critics was boxing promoter Hearn, who went as far as saying that promotions like KingPyn should be banned since they put the industry to shame.
Opinion is I hate it. I hate it.
Jealous much, Eddie? Daniella's boyfriend, Akon Wanless, who is an MMA fighter and a former stripper, thinks Eddie is jealous that KingPyn's doing better than his matchroom boxing. More so, Wanless thinks his girlfriend did nothing wrong. Quote, "I don't know if Eddie was trying to be politically correct or wherever he was trying to come from, but you take one look at him and you can find loads of OnlyFans girls around Matchroom, and it's like, come on, mate, you can't say, let's get this away from boxing. He's the one promoting it too. Maybe he's a bit jealous of KingPyn or the eyes that were on them, but it's definitely contradictory. Obviously, I'm going to back my missus, and it's just titties, man. No one got harmed. Do you agree with Akon Wanless? Donald Cowboy Cerrone has threatened Andrew Tate that he'd knock the out of him because he's a fake fighter. During a recent appearance on YouTuber Aiden Ross's channel, Tate was told that Cerrone thinks Top G sucks at fighting. And this is what he had to say in response.
As for Cerrone, I've heard of him. Didn't McGregor finish him pretty quick? Well, I don't know if I need beef with people on the internet. I don't need any of those things. I'm fighting against the judicial system. If he has a problem with me, he can come to my house.
Cerrone absolutely ripped Tate for making those comments.
Andrew Tate. You got everyone calling and blowing my phone up while I'm out here on vacation. Talking about allegations you want to try and fight me. If I come up to you, it's not a good idea to save your face, bro. Please, okay? Back in the day when me and Joe Schilling always used to watch your videos because he wanted to fight you and you ran like a little girl your entire career, bro. Are you kidding me? I'll knock the out of you. I'm a real fighter. You're a fake wannabe fighter made up a bunch of world championship belts that you bought off eBay. But can you fight? Nah, man, you a bum. Tell you what, you want to get your social media clout involved? I'll fight you on that, son.
Who do you think would win a potential fight between Andrew Tate and Donald Cerrone? After suffering a heartbreaking loss at the hands of Dricus du Plessis at UFC 290, Robert Whittaker wants to bounce back into the win column as quickly as possible, and he already has an opponent in mind. Du Plessis will likely face Israel Adesanya in a middleweight title fight next, whereas Khamzat Chimaev and Paulo Costa are also booked against each other, which leaves Sean Strickland as the only reasonable option for the Reaper.
Remember, we ruled out Sean Strickland because we thought he was fighting Izzy in September, but that doesn't look to be happening anymore. I can't see Sean Strickland jumping Dricus if they don't fight September.
Correct.
You know? So I'm not going to rule him out of the discussion of next fight.
While Whittaker wants to face Strickland next, he isn't sure if the UFC would want that too. However, he's already back in the gym, training harder than ever in order to reclaim his belt.
I've been back at the gym hustling, and I am more eager than ever to get back in there. So I don't know who it's going to be, but we'll wait and see.
Will Robert Whittaker reclaim the UFC middleweight title? Tom Aspinall believes he has succeeded in his attempt to get under Jon Jones' skin. After an impressive showing against Marcin Tybura at UFC London, Aspinall called Jones out, and many, including Michael Bisping, backed him to clean the GOAT's clock.
Jon Jones is the heavyweight champion. He's an incredible fighter. You know, he's incredible. He's one of the greatest of all time. I don't think he can hold a candle to Tom. I think Tom will do the same thing to Jon Jones as what he did to Marcin Tybura. I don't think there's anyone that can stop Tom Aspinall. He's that good.
Following the support Aspinall received on social media, Jones made a couple of angry tweets, which he later deleted. The idea, according to Aspinall, was to get under Jones' skin, and his plan seems to have worked. Quote, "I'm definitely in his head. It's pretty good. That was my aim. I wanted him to know I exist. I wanted him to know I'm a threat. I wanted to motivate him. I want him to want to fight me. I think it was pretty funny. I didn't know I could affect him so much mentally, so I'm pretty happy with that." Jon Jones is scheduled to defend his heavyweight title in a super fight against heavyweight GOAT Stipe Miocic at UFC 295. Who do you think would win a potential fight between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall? Let us know your thoughts on today's stories in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of mixed martial arts and boxing, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.